What's going on, folks? I wanted to make this video to show you a couple of things that you can do to repair your vent registers. Over time, a lot of time your register may get like old, or it can actually start to rust out pretty much. Especially say the vent that you have that's inside of your bathroom, or the register that you have inside of your bathroom, because it gets a lot of condensation, a lot of water and stuff may get onto that vent, which over time may cause it to actually rust out. And when you're getting vents or registers, I keep saying vents, but basically the same thing as a register. When you get in your register, which is what this is right here, that basically goes over top of your opening that connects to your HVAC system. If you're, say, buying a register just to put inside like it's your regular bedroom, kitchen, somewhere like that, you may not need to get a certain type of register. You can just basically get any register that'll fit the opening that fits the opening inside of that room. But if you're going to be getting a register that's going to go inside of your bathroom, like I said before, to where there's condensation water, what you want to make sure that you get is a register, when you read it, that's basically rust. You want to get one basically that doesn't rust, because the water that's inside of there is going to cause that one to rust up. And you look at these two vents right here. This is a vent right here that will register right here that was actually messed up. And the person went through and painted it. I'm going to show you in another video, or I'm going to show you later on, to where you can sand down. If your register does get all rusted out, you can sand it down and repaint it. But you want to make sure that, because say for example this register right here was meant for a bedroom, but somebody stuck it in the bathroom, and because it was exposed to the dampness of the bathroom, it caused it to rust out. So what you can do is sand it down, sand the rust off of it, and you can repaint it. But if you can see right here, this register was repainted, but you can see all these rust spots that popped up on it as soon as it dried. That's because when they repainted it, they didn't use a rust paint, a paint that you should have got that basically is for metal. You can have certain type of paints that you would want to paint metal with that has an anti-rust component to it. So if you just use, say, just some regular paint that you had laying around, say, that you would paint your walls with, when you put it on this metal like this, a lot of times what's going to happen is it's going to show all these spots like this all over it. As you can see, this was freshly painted and dried, but yet all these spots right here came on it because they didn't use paint that was meant for metal. So like I said, if you have a register that's all rusted out and looks bad, you can normally use like an oscillator. I'm going to show you that, an oscillator, to basically be able to sand down that rust. That way you can repaint it. But make sure that you use paint that is meant for metal, because if you don't, what you're going to get is what you see right here. And this one right here is actually a register that's made for, say, a bathroom. It has, like I said before, anti-rust type of paint on it that's going to stop it from rusting out when it gets the condensation on it from the shower that you may be taking, or whatever you're doing in the bathroom, that can cause a lot of condensation to build up. So what you're going to want to do, like I said, when you get your register, make sure you read it. And you want to get one that is made to not rust. So when you read the packaging, it'll say that this one won't rust pretty much. And that's what you want to get. And for example, this one right here that didn't have that type of paint on it, say it cost around $13 to $14, but it would have been fine in a bedroom. Whereas this one right here, which is what you would want in your bathroom, because it does have the special paint to keep it from rusting, this one costs around $20. So you're talking about a $6 difference. But if you got this one right here, you're going to find yourself, because you don't have the correct type of paint on it, you're going to find it rusting out if you're using your bathroom. And you're going to be eventually having to sand it down, buy some anti-rust paint, or paint just meant for metal, to paint this one with. So it just save you time and save you money just by going ahead on and buying the register that's going to work correctly in your bathroom. And also I want to show you is, say for example, in your actual opening to where you put your register on, say you have a problem, you have kids or something like that that's dropping stuff down inside of that register, or you have an issue with sometimes getting like bugs or stuff inside of your room, like crickets. Some people have like cave crickets that, you know, live in their cellar or live down their basement, that sometimes if you have any gaps inside of your ductwork, they can get inside of there, and then they can actually clam up and get into the main part of your house through your vent openings. They can just come straight up through it. So if that's your issue, or like I said, you have kids that like to drop stuff down inside of your vents through your register, then what you can do is you can get one of these, which is just a net. And what you want to do is make sure you get the correct size. And what you're going to be doing is basically just taking this net and putting it over your vent, just like that. You put it over, and as you see, it's basically a catch. And then what you're going to be doing is taking your actual vent itself and just drop it, just like that, right over top of that net. And that net won't restrict your airflow or anything like that from coming up, but what it will do is it'll stop you from having crickets or spiders or whatever you may have that can come up through your ductwork from getting inside of your home. As well as, like I said, if you have kids or something like that that drop stuff down inside of there, it's going to stop that. It'll catch it. So now you got to do is just take off your register, and you'll be able to clean that out to stop stuff from going down into your ductwork itself. So I want to make this video to show you all, first of all, like I said, what you can do if you have an old vent that's all rusted out, that you can use different things to sand it back down and to repaint it. And to also emphasize that when you do repaint it, you want to use paint that is made for metal. You don't want to use, like I said, any paint that was used for drywall, wood, anything like that. You want to get paint that specifically is used for metal. As well as, like I said, you want to understand the difference in between your registers, to where if you're going to use one that goes inside of your bathroom, then you want to make sure that you have one that says anti-rust, because it will get condensation, which is just water on it, and over time it will cause it to rust out. If you want to go ahead and replace it, what you should get, the type of register you should get if you're using it for your bathroom. Alright, please check out our other helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.